Let me give your audience some. This is some real game. Most of the time, generally speaking, if you dating somebody, a woman is going to be a financial liability on the bad side to a man. Most of the time, generally speaking, if you're married to somebody, a man is going to be a financial liability to a woman.
Okay.
In what general instances do we see it happen?
Because, okay, the marriage, right? Most of the time, if there's some financial breakdown that happens, it's usually the man that's doing dumb shit. Like, I need to borrow this. I got an idea. Or they co-sign for this for me. Or that I was a financial advisor. That's usually what, in cases when there's bad financial fuck-ups that happen in a marriage. 9 times out of 10, it's the guy that's initiating it, bringing the woman down.
Is it because men are making the bulk of the money in the books you were financing? So they're managing it more?
A lot of times, especially in our community, unfortunately, the woman is the breadwinner.
Hello.
Or the woman is more financially responsible than the man.
Right.
So even if the man makes more money, he doesn't even, he's not financially responsible.
Yeah.
So he goes to the person that's financially responsible.
It's a fact.
To finance things, to borrow money from, to rob Peter to pay Paul. That happens all the time. The reason why I said in relationships, because 9 times out of 10, the man is trying to still impress the woman. So now he drains himself, because that could happen in a relationship. Well, I'm just saying, because it's the catalyst of what's causing the financial issue. You could borrow money and do all that from a girlfriend also. That does happen as well. But a lot of times when you courting somebody, a man will put himself in financial hardship, debt, all types of fucked up situations to try to play a facade, to try to float things that he know he cannot afford. He'll fuck up his own bank account for the pursuit of the woman that he wants.
Now, I just found something out. So I have a friend right now. She's been dating this guy for a long time. She's like, I'm like, well, y'all should just, are y'all just going to get married then? Like, what's up? Mind you, they were just out together for someone else's wedding. She said, maybe in 8 years. He has a 10-year-old. I don't want to marry him because the child support, like, she went into like, my finances will be tied into the bullshit he got dealing with his baby mama. And I don't want no parts of that. Now, same has happened right now. I have a friend, she's married, but ex-wife is still coming after them with money.
Greg Wayne said this when he sat with us.
And so is there truth to that? Have you seen like women's finances being brought in to pay for babies that men have with other women?
I don't necessarily think this from a child support standpoint. I think that that's more so based off of the income of the parent. But in like totality.
But like if he ain't got it and she got it,
of a divorce,
the baby mama could come after her if they get married.
Of a divorce settlement.
Okay.
That's when I think it can be more tricky, because now you're pulling from assets. And then if you guys shared assets with your new wife, now that can all be tied in.
So I've got a question for you.
And it's still, you're talking about people that are just in relationships that are not legally married.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
This question I've got for you guys is because you're married, you've been to a bunch of weddings, managed finances, so I feel like this is a great combo to have. A lot of the whore hive shaded me when we bought a house first. And we bought a house and felt like this was the best use of our money. Now we're wedding planning. And one of the things that we used to always say when going to weddings, because there was a few of our friends that needed to borrow money shortly after their wedding. And he was like, this is that shit I'm fucking talking about.
Mm-hmm.
That fucking wedding we went to, was it worth them needing to borrow $5,000, $10,000 from us? I would like to know, what is your take on how much someone should spend on a wedding? If a wedding makes sense for people, should the house come first? Because like I said, the way that people was talking shit about me, buying a house with a nigga I wasn't married to, I guess I'm still not, so you guys could still be mad about it. But that was a choice we wanted to make because we felt like it was the best financial decision. Do you think one should come before? Like, what should be in order before someone is spending? The average in America, or they said something, is around $50,000 a wedding. I believe that was New York or maybe East Coast I looked at, but yeah.
Yeah, it's tricky. It is. So there's a part of it, like buying a house, is that before living together? Right? So like, are you guys living separate and then we're going to put something together as a home? Is that what you're speaking?
No. We bought a crib to live in, like a residential.
But were y'all living together prior?
No.
Okay.
But
so, I mean.
He owns already in Westchester and I'm not going up there, baby. Y'all boys know about that uptown stuff.
Chill, don't do that to us. I mean, every scenario is going to be different.
Okay.
But I will say this: weddings are extremely expensive, and from what I've seen, the experiences that I've had, I don't know if it's the best financial decision, right? Because it becomes less about the union and more about the pomp and circumstance, right? Like who's here, what are the flower arrangements?
What do y'all think Terrence J wedding cost? Y'all were both in that wedding.
A lot.
That costs a lot.
Would you say over $500,000?
I don't know about
300?
$500,000, but I probably a couple $100,000 probably. I would estimate probably
Okay.
a quarter million.
Yeah, he had it in Dubai.
A lot.
All things included, like everything included.
Right.
I would probably say, I don't know, but I would probably, if I was guessing, I would probably say a couple $100,000. But I don't think it's a good idea to buy a home with somebody you're not married to. To answer your question directly from me, that's my perspective.
Why not? With 2 LLCs, why not? Well, actually, to be fair, I won't give y'all too much detail, but I'm in a good place. Let's just know that.
Okay, if you did it that way, then that's different. You're doing it as a business. Most people that are buying a home together are not doing it that way. They're just buying it as I'm signing as a person, you signing as a person.
Yeah.
And obviously a relationship might not work out. So now what happens, right? Now it's just messy. You're doing it as a business, you got a legal structure, you got, it lined out. That's better. That's advisable for sure. But I just feel like if you're going to make that level of commitment, why not just make a life commitment first?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if we're going to buy a home together, and not to knock what you've done.
No, we can discuss it.
My theory is just like, if we're going to make that level of commitment to each other, because that's a big commitment. To me, that's even a bigger commitment than getting married. Because I got to see you every single day. We living together.
I agree with that because it's like a business.
Yeah.
So, see,
we've seen this happen. Like, literally, we've seen this happen where we watched a friend buy a house, had a girlfriend, girlfriend signs on, they break up, right? Now
what do we do?
What do we do? You get into the next relationship. Next woman's like, I don't want you were in this house together with this woman. Let's figure something else out.
Our situation was a bit different because my
tricky.
mother lives in that home, so I really needed to have reins on how this worked.
Because see, to me,
but most people would not do that though.
I'm against mixing business and pleasure, essentially, for everything. So like we've had, even back in the past, like girlfriends, boyfriends, I don't want them a part of anything I do business. Even my other podcast, that was a big thing. No. I asked if it was okay to talk about this with your wife last night because you have brought her into y'all's business.
Yeah.
Now, I'm curious because Shadi is just living life and enjoying experiences. If you would allow him to bring anyone that he's just dating into the business, or what that dynamic looks like.
Ooh, and
I say that because
did Danny come before Rashad?
Yeah, like y'all were married.
Like,
oh no, he was my friend before her.
Okay, that's what. That's
but
what
then
I meant.
y'all were married though before EYL became EYL.
Gotcha.
Yes.
So, question: was there a conversation of how you brought your wife into the business? But would you allow him to bring someone he's just dating?
Allow is a strong word.